Unit 1: Evolution of Language Teaching, Present-Day Trends and Communicative Approaches. This theory unit is mainly related to Unit 2. In this unit, we're going to divide the blocks of content into 4. So from numbers 1 to 3, we might see the first methods. Number 4 to 5 correspond to the 20th century approaches. From numbers 6 to 9, we can see the humanistic approaches. And last but not least, we might see the communicative approach in number 10, together with the present-day trends in the next slide. If we're gonna look at the first methods, we need to go back to the Renaissance period. Formal education in Greek and Latin gained popularity due to the emergence of diverse European languages. These were the so-called vernacular languages. In this context, the Latin author Comenius wrote the very first book on teaching methods. The very first method was the grammar translation method. Reading and writing were the main learning skills. Grammar was taught in a deductive way, and a typical exercise was to translate sentences. The role of the teacher, though, was quite authoritarian, and grammar books and dictionaries were the materials that were mainly employed in the lessons. However, there was a big disadvantage, and it was the fact that students weren't presented present day and real language, and they had to learn large number of grammatical terms. So later on, in the mid-19th century, the Berlitz School developed the direct method. It was created due to the extension of railroads that stimulated communication among European countries. That was translated into a huge demand for oral proficiency in foreign languages. As opposed to the previous method, the main skill here is listening, and grammar is taught in an inductive way. The main exercises were paraphrasing, dictation, and finding synonyms and antonyms. And the target language was the one used as means of instruction. This last characteristic was a big disadvantage because there was a huge need of native teachers. The second advantage, or disadvantage in that sense, was that people couldn't travel all around the globe. It was impossible for them to practice the language in a real context, so that's why the reading approach arose. The problem was that reading was the only skill taught, and that the vocabulary that was learned was the one that was very, very frequent in the text.